Hey everyone, it's Nate here with Outside Cleaners. I'm on Cape Cod, Massachusetts, where I want to make this video here to speak directly to the exterior cleaners out there, like myself, that I know watch this channel. By like myself, I mean Outside Cleaners is not a big operation. We are a mom and pop company. We are a family business. I don't have fleets of vehicles. I don't have armies of employees. And I've read many places that, we are kind of representative of the exterior cleaning in the U.S. in general. Most of this industry in the U.S. is small, sole proprietors or little family businesses or guys with a couple trucks and a couple of employees, not the big, massive companies. So if you're watching this, chances are you and I are in the same boat. And if you and I are in the same boat, then you also know that there is a strange markup on chemicals when it comes to the exterior cleaning industry. And by that I mean, it's long seemed to me that there are basic fundamental chemicals out there in use in our industry, but when they get a power washing or roof cleaning or house washing label slapped on them, for some reason they get more expensive. And I understand we all have to make a living, and that includes the chemical vendors. But in this video, I want to share with you what I've started doing, going back a few years now, to save real money, to save meaningful, impactful money on my cleaning chemicals. Okay, so I've pulled up a couple examples here. I didn't put a ton of thought or effort into selecting these, so we could split hairs or we could come up with other examples, but I want you to get the idea of what I'm talking about. In my business, in my career here, cleaning wood on Cape Cod, I probably, make my living with under a dozen different chemicals, and most commonly probably under 8 and maybe even 6 or 7. Okay, so let's pick a few, and I want to walk you through the money that I've been able to save and how I do it. And again, I'm not looking to throw stones at any one chemical vendor. I'm trying to point out what I view as an industry-wide markup that can be avoided, reasonably avoided, safely avoided, and which makes a difference, again, to people in my situation and maybe yours. All right, so let's start with sodium metasilicate. Super common cleaner degreaser. I'll use it to clean the face of gutters. I'll use it to oftentimes clean wood decking. Sometimes I'll use it to clean a cedar roof. Maybe you use it as well. So I go online here, and if I don't know any difference, I'm just gonna Google it up. Hey, let's go to these guys here, Southeast Soft Wash. They sell a product called Wood Wizard, and it's a solution. You can see right here, it's sodium metasilicate. You can get this in different sizes, and I'm not gonna fret or fiddle around with the little sizes. Let's go like 5 gallons. Now, here's the thing. It's 5 gallons of sodium metasilicate solution, but that doesn't mean there's 5 gallons of sodium metasilicate in there. It's a solution. So we go to the SDS, we look up what the concentration is, and I see that, all right, they're advertising or listing it as between 15 and 30% concentration. So between 15 and 30% of that bucket is actually sodium metasilicate, and the rest is a liquid that is apparently not an active ingredient. Okay, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. We'll call it 30% sodium metasilicate in this 5 gallon bucket. When I do this math, I come up with the actual sodium metasilicate in this product ending up being about $11 per pound of sodium metasilicate. Okay, that's if I get this 5 gallon bucket. I mean, I can go ahead and do the math on this 55-gallon drum, and even at that volume, never minding shipping, I still come up with around $8 per pound of actual sodium metasilicate. By all means, double check me if you think I'm wrong, call me right out in the comments below, okay? I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus. I'm just trying to present some typical examples here. If you're using a lot of this stuff, again, saving money matters. Saving even a little bit will add up over the course of a lot of jobs over a long season. So here's what I do. I go on over to Clean Chemicals. Clean Chemicals is a company out of Holyoke, right here in Massachusetts. On their website, and this is not a pallet quantity that I'm looking at right here. Looks like I can get a 20-pound bucket for $78, and that is straight up sodium metasilicate. Not diluted, not cut, not unconcentrated. 20 pounds for $78, which my math says is under $4 a pound, again, for the actual pure thing. So back here we had $8 a pound if I bought a 55-gallon drum, or I could just get the convenient little 20-pound bucket for $4 a pound. I'll just take it for $4 a pound and add the water myself, thanks. Now, I completely recognize that in that example, I was comparing a powdered concentration to a liquid solution, and that's not apples to apples. Let's move on to something else, maybe something a little more of a direct comparison. Here we go. Check out this wood brightener, oxalic acid. I use it to brighten cleaned wood. I use it on roofs. I use it often on, decking of all sorts. These guys here, they sell a powder. Let's see. I got a 40-pound bulk container selling for $270. All right, so that math is pretty straightforward. $6.75 a pound for oxalic acid powder. Again, it's the powder, it's not a solution. Go back to Clean Chemicals. Do you have any idea how much oxalic acid even a small shop can use in a season? It's significant. I'm not going to stop here. Let's do another. Here's Spencer out west selling 55-pound bags of sodium percarbonate, oxygen bleach. He's selling it for treating roofs. At his prices, $4 a pound. Comparison to Clean Chemicals. You'll notice that all my examples here circle back to these guys, Clean Chemicals out of Holyoke, Massachusetts. I've been dealing with these guys for a few years now. And this is one of those situations where I am such a happy customer that I'm going out of my way to kind of sing their praises to the people that might be interested in hearing about it. I'm not getting anything out of this other than I want us, you and me, the little operators that make up the vast majority of this industry, I want us to succeed. And part of that is not spending more than we need to. So, hey, maybe I'm seeing all this wrong. Maybe something I'm missing. If there is, you tell me. But I've been a very happy customer from Clean Chemicals. So happy. Actually, I went out there this past summer. I met the owner, the president, David. He gave me a personal tour of his operation. He showed me different products they had moving through the line. And then he sat me down and he said, look, Nate, we all need to make a living, but there's no reason to gouge anyone. So if you're in the exterior cleaning industry and you're like us, whereas what you spend on products makes a big difference in your bottom line at the end of the year, I encourage you to check these guys out. Here's the web address. It's the type of thing where you hop on, you create your little free account with your username and password, and then you can see their prices. They do pallet pricing, and they also have gone above and beyond in doing, small quantity, small container pricing. So next week, how I did this using one of Clean Chemicals' products. If you like this type of content, please hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.